Hello and welcome to NinjaBill Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Armada Universe Hotshot. And there it is, and once again, thank you to Razriel Prime. Now, normally I would have something else in front of this, but I just recorded a bunch of videos, and he happened to be sitting on the desk, so, you know. I'm not sure which way I'm going to have these uploaded at, so you may be watching this first before some other videos come out, or last, or however it's working out. This is what we're looking at, and, you know, I'm on the fence on whether I like this guy or not. I honestly am, and we'll get around to all that, but first, let's go ahead and take a look at this stuff behind him. We'll move him off to the side. Here are the instructions. Typical Legacy instructions. Open it up. Shows you what you can do. There you go. So there it is from the back, so you can get a look at that. So yeah, I'm not, you know, instructions. Put those off to the side. This is of course the box. Let's pan the camera up here. Take a look at this box, and there's Takara Tomy. Generations, Transformers up the side there. Got 8+. Nice image of him in his alt mode with his lights running there. Legacy Evolution. And it says Armada Universe Hotshot. I haven't found Starscream at all yet, so hoping, I probably won't find it, but I'm hoping to get the Megatron that is coming out. There, a nice image of his head sculpt. His robot mode on that side. Looking pretty good. I wish it had that detail there. It doesn't. You'll see that. See, even here it shows that painted detail there. It's not there. So, you know, anyway, on this side, artwork going on there. You got Tar, and you know, you got a whole bunch of them, Hot Shots, some Junkions, etc. Cool artwork. It says plastic-free packaging. Apparently now that's a thing they want to advertise. Here he is on the back. Got your alt mode, got your robot mode, takes 21 steps, shows Evo Fusion. Okay, there you go. There's this stuff here. Pretty cool. Bottom, top of the packaging, mine was a little rough. Now I do like this bit coming back. It's on the top of the box. So there you go. I do like that. I do like the fact that they're including these again. I do like that. So, anyway, get rid of that. Get back to the toy here. Toy proper. Move the camera a bit. Boom. And here he is in his alt mode. And, you know, I dig it. I dig it. It doesn't look... From the front, it doesn't look too bad, okay? And even from the back, not too bad. But then you get to the side profile, and there's... I know there's something off about the line detail here. I'm not sure what it is. It feels squat. I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, we got blue clear windows going on here. We got that detailing going on right there. This, of course, is a clear plastic canopy, painted yellow. I think it probably could have used another coat, to be honest. And as you can see, some of that paint is coming off. Look at that. That is paint. So, you know, I don't know what to say. Or maybe it was just schmutz. It was probably schmutz from the other day when I had it downstairs and eating supper. But anyway, there you go. Now it's cleaned off. There you go. I thought that was paint rubbing off. No, it was schmutz. But yeah, he is a nice yellow. This yellow actually looks more closer to the original toy than this yellow does. And some black rims, which is just fine. I wish it had red right here. I may add it later. Red in there too. I may add it later. Front of the grill. There's some nice picked out in silver. This is picked out in silver. Just, you know, it's good. It's good. There's some 5mm ports there. You do have a Minicon port right there, although there really should have been one here and here as well, and I can confidently say that because if we stick him right over here, And we'll bring out the original. There it is. That is the original. And you can immediately tell the size difference here. I mean, look at that. Immediately tell the size difference. So, and of course, obviously, weight. You know, I never normally do this, but I'm going to here. Give me a moment. Bam! Weight scale. And we'll move my camera back a bit. We'll turn this on. Turn on. And we'll set it to gram. Oh, it is set to grams. Original toy minus the missile. I can't find the missile. I had it in a baggie, and I thought it was in the same baggie as Jolt here, but it wasn't. So I've got to find it. Anyway, he comes in at 144 grams. Okay, shout out to Dennis Moulton. He likes to give these, right? 144 grams. Let's take Jolt off. See that, if that makes a huge difference. 134 grams. Okay, so about 10 grams difference with the Minicon. So let's say that, all right? Let's get him off of there. And he comes in at a whopping 80 grams. That's a little less than half. A little less than half the weight of the original toy. Now, weight doesn't always equal mass. I'm aware of this, but I'm just saying that this weighs as much as the packaging with the toy. And I weighed this previously before I took him out of the box, and that came in at 130 grams total. That's with the toy, the accessory, the wrapping paper, all the cardboard in the packaging. So, you know, this weighs more than the entirety of the toy. So, I mean, there you go. Just a little something. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice toy. We'll go ahead and take this off here. Take this off. Boom. Take that off. Go ahead and take this one off. And that's the toy basically without any accessories. Hey, there you go. Connect that in. Now they're connected. But yeah, it would have been nice to have, you know, the Minicon ports here on the side, because you really cannot. I mean, although it's nice they include that one there, you can't really do anything with Jolt and robot mode. Now, I'll show you what you can do with Jolt in a minute, but yeah. So, it really, they should have had paint in here, that silver blue paint that they used on this toy, because it is sort of a silvery metallic blue color. They just used silver on this one, so it doesn't quite match. Blue in the windows. This is a nice metallic blue, whereas here is just clear blue. This is actually a little bit wider, but that's because of the difference of the styling of the alt mode. And I bought this secondhand, so somebody obviously painted some details on here. So, you know, you'll notice some differences right away. And maybe that paint added to the weight, but I wouldn't say a lot. But yeah, you can see the differences there. Red on those hub in those wheels. This one doesn't have it. It has that nice silver blue again on inset those wheels. This one doesn't have it. That would have been nice. So black back here for that bumper. This one doesn't have it. So, you know, subtle differences. And I really like how this looks. I love the lines of this. It really does look like a sports car. It really does look like a sports car, where this kind of feels like it's trying to be a sports car. Again, it's something about these lines and the size of this canopy as compared to, you know, the rest of the body. It's disproportionate. So, but anyway, there's your look at that. Here is the accessory, and it's just done with silver and black. You can't put any blast effects on here. Just these aren't long enough. So this was done in a red plastic, obviously, and then painted, which is all good. All good. I enjoy paint. That looks like black plastic, but no, it isn't. This is entirely done in red plastic, so that's obviously paint. And here it is compared to the original. And again, this uses that silver blue here. And they just use silver. So this is a nice metallic blue. And if you really wanted to, you could stick the old one on here, but it doesn't quite fit right because of this. And these are not 5mm pegs. So, I mean, you could. It doesn't work really well. But you can stick the new accessory here, right there. You can do that if you wish. So, you can have that look if you wanted. Not something, you know, you really need to do. Let's get him out of here. One thing I would have liked is you have to have it this way, jolt this way to attach it to the new figure. There is a Minicon port, there is a Minicon peg, and you can stick it on there just like that if you so wish. So you can have jolt on there. So, you know, hey, that's a thing you could do, but you can't put him anywhere else in alt mode or in robot mode. Now, unlike the older one, you could take his accessory and attach it via those ports, those pegs right there. You could attach it to Jolt, and Jolt could fly around using that weapon. The new one, not so much. Let's get that off of there. There is no way to attach him to Jolt whatsoever, which is a shame. It's a lost opportunity to give us a Minicon with him and to make that Minicon interactive with the figure and with the accessory. They didn't take either opportunity, which is a missed opportunity. So there's that. And once again, this was the weapon. And yeah, I mean, overall, I'm disappointed. Another feature they could have went with here is they kind of have it where you pop this out, and because the original toy had grabbers, if you put the weapon in here and press down, you got these grabbers, these painted on detailed saw blade like grabber things, you know. So, you know, hey, once again, missed opportunity. They could have painted the top here to at least simulate that, if not, you know, have the actual ability when you press down on this. You know, it'd have been nice if they opened this up and you would have seen that silver blue color going on right there to simulate that it was some sort of grabber. That would have been nice. Again, missed opportunity. And all in all, it detracts. Like I said, I'm not really 100% thrilled with this toy. But anyway, we're going to move right along and be right back with the robot mode. So, and here he is in his robot mode. And, you know, he looks good. Now, I will say one thing I do like about this, even though I'm not entirely convinced this is worth the purchase. I do like the transformation sequence that go, even though I didn't show it, I do like how he transformed. It's got a good transformation. It's not as solid though. The connection aren't great. Like this thing will not tab in securely whatsoever. You got slots there, or you got slots in here, tabs there, and it doesn't feel like a solid connection at all. It just doesn't. You know, I don't mind that these up here are on this joint and attached to this at all. I don't mind that as much as I thought I was going to. It allows for much more articulation, and this has much more articulation than the original toy did. He can actually hold his weapon in his hand, unlike the original toy. The original toy doesn't do that. You'll see that in a moment. And if you want, you can, you know, stick that up here if you wish. You know, just like the original, you could with the original toy. Entirely up to you. You do have port there, ports on the bottom of his feet. You got ports there on either side of this, you know, axle going on here. So, you know, all in all, it isn't too bad. He doesn't look bad either. He doesn't look bad. Now, you can tab this in right there. There's a small tab. You can tab that in if you wish. But trust me, mine comes out all the time. So, I mean, when manipulating the figure, it won't stay in there. So, I don't bother. I don't bother. But anyway, here it is. And you got some, you know, bit of red there on that mushroom peg showing through for articulation. We'll do that real quick. Tiny fraction up or down. Very tiny fraction. You got some spinning going on there. Nice detailing and red going on there. That silver should have been a silver blue once again, but that's okay. Arms will you get this out of the way, arms could go all the way around if it not for this kibble going on there. We'll go out that far and up. Not bad, not bad. You can see the mushroom peg going, allowing full rotation. You got, do we got, no, 90 degrees of bend. Almost slightly over, but that's okay. Nothing at the wrist, which is a shame. You have waist swivel, and again, this is all just done in red plastic going on down there. Legs will kick forward, nice tight joint going on up over there, going back out to the side. So pretty good so far on a universal joint. You have thigh swivel built on a mushroom peg going on right there, and you have a knee but slightly under 90 degrees because of this kibble. If you move that kibble out of the way, you'll get a lot more. So it's entirely up to you. If you want to fake it for a photo shoot or something, you can do that. Just let yellow plastic go in. And they missed opportunity to paint that right there. Nothing on the, no paint on the feet. Get some down on those feet if you want. Tiny bit up. You do get a rocker going on the inside, so that's all right. And you know, all in all, much better articulation going on here. That, and see how that came untabbed? It just won't stay tabbed in. It just won't. At least on my copy, it's very, very loose. If you wanted, you much like the original toy, you could pull up this axle, swing that around. Got some duping points on it right there, and again, you got a port on either side, and you can have this going on if you want. Have that cannon, much like the PowerLinks cannon going on there. You can, let's take a close look at that face sculpt. Pretty nice face sculpt, actually. I dig it. I like it. And you can pull that down for his visor. I'm surprised they included that. Nice, Hasbro. Good job. Good job, Hasbro. But yeah, you do have that, and so you have that. Now, it is an absolute shame that they did not put a Minicon peg on either shoulder so you could attach a jolt. It'd have been nice if he came with a Minicon, but they would have probably had to have a peg or something to attach it in robot mode. You do got ports on either arms that have been nice. And once again, you can, you know, if you want, stick, you know, your weapon on his arm, if you want to have that. And so I think he looks pretty good, but again, I'm still not sold on if it is for you. Let's pull this camera back a little bit more, zoom back out here, and we will do a quick comparison with the original Armada toy. There it is. And again, missed opportunity here for them to paint the details in there. Again, I got mine secondhand. I got it I found it at a garage sale, and I can't remember. I don't think I even paid $10 for this guy. But, you know, you could at least have the Minicons there. And I know this is secondhand because somebody removed the screws in the arms so they could take these out. So, and have that look more like on the show. So, somebody obviously removed the screws in there that held this in place. So, you know, and they did it on both sides. So, you know, hey, there is that. But, you know, you can, you know, boom, there should be some red going on up here, and they missed that. I'm not counting this color or this color there because it looks like somebody painted it on, which is a shame because he really doesn't need that detail. So at least in this aspect, they get that right. But again, it should be done in this metallic blue color. They didn't do that there. He's missing the red there. He's missing his tail lights and everything that this one has. You know, and the face sculpt on this one is decent too. I mean, we'll take a look at it. There you go. He's a nice smiling face. And they should, again, have that metallic blue color for this face sculpt, but they didn't. So, there you go. Nice blue eyes, silver blue face. So, you know, and then, of course, you could lower the visor, and it had the details that are molded onto this one. Focus, there you go. So, and, of course, this one also had the gimmick of if you attach the Minicon down here, You could get, if it wasn't for the arms in the way, you could swing out that, and you could have his cannon. Come on. And there you go. Well, I don't want to break it. I can't remember how this turns. I can't remember. Nope, I got it. Just this little red thing here, and it turns around. Again, there was silver blue in that cannon. So, again, somebody painted this, which is a shame. But, you know, hey, you can, once again, simulate that look of the original toy if you so wanted. So, it just doesn't sit as high up. That's okay. All in all, it isn't a bad thing. And once again, it would have been nice if there had been some extra play value to include Jolt here if you had him. Boom. Or any other Minicon if you had in your collection to attach it to this guy. You can't, except in alt mode and in alt mode. It'd have to be a thin one so they could use the port. But again, it is what it is. And I'm sorry this is taking so long, but moving right along. Look, I'm not sure this is a good update. I'll be honest. Now, if you never had the original Armada toy, go ahead and pick this up, all right? So it does bring back the nostalgia. Obviously, this thing is not nearly high quality plastic as the original toy. I will tell you that. I mean, it's just not. All right, this thing is a sturdy brick. All right, this thing is not. The quality, you can tell the quality, not just you picking it up, but look how long this thing has lasted. And it's still in, with the exception of somebody painting it, still in good shape. I mean, it's still in really good shape. Again, I have the missile somewhere. It was in a baggie, and I cannot find that baggie. But it does have a lot more articulation than the older one. I mean, the older one, basically, that was your out. That was your shoulder. You had a rotation there on that red joint there. The legs had the most articulation. You can take them out there. Take it forward, take it back, slight knee bend, way under 90 degrees. I think that's about a 30-degree turn radius there. Did have a swivel there at the knee. So, no head articulation. But all in all, it was a good toy for its time. A good, sturdy toy that was meant to last. All right? Had a lot of play value in that it would last. This does not feel like it'll last. All right, the materials feel really, really light. I'm not happy that it's clear blue plastic painted. They could have went with a solid plastic. I do love the transformation, like even here in this ball joint, and it has this little bit that comes out, to form the rest of complete the look in the car. I like that. There are aspects here that I do like. I don't like the fact that it's so short. I mean, look, size comparison right there with the original toy. This one's obviously much bigger in both modes, and I'm not entirely certain this is a good update. And again, mine just will not stay tabbed in. I mean, that's just, yeah, it won't stay tabbed in. I'm just not certain that this is a needed update. I'm glad for people who pick it up because they never had a chance to the original, so do pick it up if that's the case. If you have the original toy still, I'm not sure this is the update for you. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Make sure you check out my playlist. Please click the like button. Smash that like button. Just do it, man. Just do it. It really helps my channel grow. If you feel like donating the channel and have the means to do so, please click the Patreon link in the description below. And this has been my look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Armada Hotshot. Be good to each other.